Howdy there, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. This should be a short video, and it is here to just kind of showcase someone else's 3D mod for Grand Tactician: The Civil War. Uh, you'll see as we zoom in, it's not something that's going to affect the campaign map, but it is a noticeable improvement, I would say, on the quality of the 3D textures, particularly for the units. It does not affect FPS, or at least it did not affect FPS on my system. I ran the same battle in some of the tests before this and after, and with and without the mod, I got the same FPS, which was kind of surprising, given that one seemed better than the other. I didn't do a side-by-side for this with and without the mod. If you want to see what it looked like without the mod, I would say look at the battles from the last few episodes of, I think it was Campaign 11, and compare them to what we have here. This is just a battle that came up in a balancing campaign that I ran for the upcoming 61 campaign. But I figured it was a pretty good spot to showcase what the mod can do. And I say it looks pretty good. So the link to it is going to be in the description. I have not had any problems or security vulnerabilities or anything like that, if that's what you're worried about. But this is what she looks like. I've also modded some of the camera heights. And this, the whole flag kind of leading the column, I think that was introduced with this mod, as well as more frequent. You should see it here in a second. The unit should disappear now. Okay, of course it doesn't now. But I noticed that more frequently, if you zoom in really close, some of the units will clip out of view. So that's a slight downside of the mod, but it feels like overall this is just a significant net positive for the battle graphics. I also would add that probably right about here, which I think you have to mod the camera height to do, this is probably close to the optimal position and distance to see the improvements in the mod, or that the mod confers. There's also some strangeness here because I've been messing around with battle prefs to try to improve the AI's battle performance. For that, I may spend some of my own and spend some taking a look at what AOM did for theirs, and I think the next step is to follow up on Gene's advice to take a look at what the hard mode for AOM did, because apparently they have solved the piecemeal attacks thing, which is, if you've been a long-suffering viewer of this channel, you know it's just one of my huge gripes about the attacking AI. Alright, maybe this can also showcase a bit of what this mod improves over the base. This is a free mod on Steam, links in the direction. I think it looks great. I am told that it works for those who are kind of on the full AOM. I think the developer would like to try to make this work with whiskey and lemons, I'll say when it comes out. But I don't know if we know enough about that yet to say for sure that it will. But for those who are still on the base game and you want to look for a free way to get a graphics improvement without losing FPS, this one I can say I give my full-throated endorsement to.